Kilo Quebec 4 Echo Tango Charlie, Philip in Alabama.
Roger in Alabama. And what's the name there?
My name is Philip.
Alrighty, Philip, and where you're in Alabama, and what radio are you running?
I have a Yaesu FT-DX10, about 3 or 4 weeks old. I'm just starting to kind of get used to it. Over.
Roger that. Okay, if you'd be interested in our setup, first thing is to make sure you're in that wide mode, that 100 to 2900 transmit bandpass mode. Roger.
I would believe I'm in that now.
It usually defaults to that, but occasionally some folks, for whatever reason, it winds up in something other than the 100 to 2900, and so the transmitter is then not allowed to reach its maximum capabilities in anything else but 100 to 2900. Roger?
Roger on that. I believe I'm set like that right now. I'm just looking, trying to see here, but I believe that's where we're at. Basically, I've got a meter. It's 132 feet, and I just put it up about something on that. Over.
Alrighty, Dave. I was running around trying to find us a better path. You're on my local antenna, sounding pretty good there. If you're interested in our setup procedure, and I was curious about something about if you're running in compression. Our normal setup is after we make sure that somebody's in that wide mode, because we can do all kinds of setups, but if we're not in that wide mode, it's going to be kind of self-defeating, because the only way you can really maximize the capability at the top end is in that wide mode. So you might take a note and double-check that seriously at your leisure there, that you are in that 100 to 2900 transmit band pass. Past that, the setup is compression on at a 3. It's a token amount, something you'll never hear on the air, but it helps get us our 3 dB dynamic range at the end. So compression on, and that's processor on, whatever the manufacturer calls it, on at a 3. Roger.
Well, I've been running my processor level off and the mic equalizer off, with my mic gain at 50 and my ANC level at 50. That's what I have right now.
Roger. Well, you could be a little fatter. That's the whole thing about our setup. We get you fat but clean. And, we're trying to get that average percent of peak modulation up there to 80 to 85% and still be absolutely clean, Roger.
Okay. So you're saying turn the processor level on?
Yeah, the processor on and at a 3. It's a token amount, something you'll never really hear on the air, but it helps us, again, get our 3 dB dynamic range at the end of the setup. So processor on at a 3, Roger.
Well, like I said, it's a new radio, and I believe I'm on. Let me look at it a minute. Hang on.
Probably what we could do is, if you would want, since it is a new radio to you, I could give you some notes, and you could put them in at your leisure, Roger.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great if you had time to do that. I'm just playing around here, really. I heard you on the air, though. I thought I'd make sure and see what happened. But yeah, anything info you have would be great. It's over.
Roger. Well, there's 3 things that you would need to know where they are. That first is the compressor, second is the ALC meter, and third is the equalizer tone control page. Roger?
Roger on that. I do know how to set those on my... I can watch it on the meter, let's put it that way, if that's what you're asking.
Well, it's actually the setup of it, because you probably need a little more top end. But past that, let's assume that compressor is not critical. It helps us a little bit, but it's not really a critical thing, provided it's not like 20 dB of compression that sucks up the cat when you pause. But the next step after that is setting up your AOC level. That's your transmit level, and you set that up through your mic gain control. Do you know where your mic gain control is?
Roger, I'm on 50 right now on the mic gain.
Roger. Well, it's not really the number on the mic gain. It's how it affects your AOC. And what we do is we have a magic word. I spent many months trying to find just the right word to use to become a human tone generator. The word is audio. And the first part of that word, you sustain the audio part and adjust your mic gain till your AOC meter is running 2/3. Roger.
Right. Could you say the word again? I'm sorry, I couldn't read you.
The word is audio, but it's actually the sound of the first part of that word. It makes a very nice word. It's full of frequency responses. If you look at that on a spectrum analyzer, you have content from 25 cycles to 1500 cycles. So the word is audio, and you adjust your mic gain and say that, and adjust your mic gain until your AOC is reading 2/3.
Okay, here we go. It's audio. I'm getting about 7 on my ALC meter.
All right, so that would interpret to the right of mid-scale. That would be like 2/3, Roger?
Roger, that's right at 2/3.
All righty. So let's consider that set, and let's move to your tone control or your equalization page, Roger.
Okay, stand by a second. Okay, I believe that's it.
Alrighty, so you're on your equalization page, and what kind of equalizer are you running there? Is it a 3-band, a 2-band, a 8-band, or what you got?
Well, I've got it turned off right now. Let me, I don't, that's probably something I'd have to look at to see how to set.
All right, I'll give you a note on that. You need about 3 dB more top end, more treble. Your articulation is low, so we need to bring up that top end to get you a little brighter. And I suggest 3 clicks boost, treble EQ from where you are. Roger.
Okay, so I think what I probably ought to do is, if I know the things I'm looking for, then I rather than wasting your time right now, because I know there's probably other people waiting, I would probably need to find them so I can go right to you and set them rather than searching and hunting and pecking. Over.
Roger, Al. Well, you could go ahead and set those, and then I could take a listen to them. And like I say, if it's a 3-band or 2-band, it's a treble EQ plus 3 clicks boost from where you are. And more complex things, might take a little more time, and I might guide you through those. But if it's just a 2-band or a 3-band, the top end is called treble, and we want to excite that more by 3 clicks. And so you would just boost that 3 numbers positive from where you are on your treble EQ. Roger?
Roger.
And there has been some thought about some radios are running double EQs, and it relates back to your compressor. that sometimes radios shift equalization banks when you change the compressor in and out. So that's usually why we start with the compression on, make sure it's on, so then the radio defaults to the correct compression for setup. Roger?
Yeah, I'm with you. I understand.
I would think if your compressor's on now, just, what we want is that 3 clicks on the compressor, token them out, and then do your equalization. You'll be on the right EQ tone setup with your compression on. Roger.
Roger. I tried to turn it up a little right now. It was actually turned off.
Your compressor or your tone control?
Well, the processor level.
Yeah, we just want that barely in there. That's when we do a 3. It's just, a 3 and a 6 are the same as far as actually working on the word. The thing is that a 6 will suck up between words, whereas a 3 just lays there, and that's what we want. We don't want, sucking up the cat meowing in the background between words. We just want very transparent that you can't even tell it's happening, and that is what happens at a 3 on your processor compressor. Roger?
Roger. I've got my processor set. It was at 6. I turned it down to 3 right now, so I don't know if that sounds any different at all now.
All right, so that's good. Now, what you need to do is go back to your ALC and recheck your level, because anytime you make a change, you need to go back and double check that you're still on the sweet spot, 3/4 as you say the word audio, and adjust your mic gain until you're there. Roger, on your ALC.
Okay, here we go. Audio. Yeah, I'm a little higher than I was. Hang on. Audio. How about now? Audio.
Tell me about your radio, the thing you like best about it. Let me listen to you.
Well, I tell you, I love this waterfall on it. It's very easy to pick up the different people on the band, and I just think it's a really good. It's got some nice filters on it that I'm just starting to really kind of learn how to use, and I'm very happy with the radio overall. Over.
Roger that. Now, you wouldn't happen to have a foam windscreen anywhere that you could slip over that mic, do you?
No, I do not. And I know when I listen to myself, I did notice that kind of gasping or air breathing every now and then when I was using my monitor when I was first setting things up.
Yes, it's more transient noise than anything. It's, and the foam windscreen just does such a magnificent job. And you can pick them up at your local music store, your choice of colors. I think they're like $4 or $5. Amazon, wherever you deal, just slip that right on your microphone. Roger?
Roger, I think that's a great idea. I appreciate that.
And with that, you'll be able to work that microphone directly on axis, just however close you want. Now, but where you are right at this moment is nice ballistically. The thing is, as you get closer to a microphone, there's 2 things that happen. The level comes up and the bass frequencies come up. It's called, proximity effect. And where you are right now, you have a nice balance. We need a little more top end, as we talked about, but a good balance. We just want to take care of some of those transients roaming around there, and that's what that foam windscreen will do. Roger?
Roger, I think that's a great idea. I mean, I'm using a deaf microphone. It's the Yaesu M70, if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, so you just slip right over that. I'm not talking about a pop filter now. I'm talking about a foam windscreen, Roger.
Roger, I understand.
and that'll be just leaps and bounds as far as I have heard stations where their mouth noises and stuff actually are louder than their words, and any distraction from your words is a distraction, and that's what you don't want. You want to be perceived saying the exact word that and heard as saying the exact word that you're trying to say, and you don't need any QRM kind of things that compete for that intelligibility. Roger,
that does make sense. And it's always a problem because you can't really hear the output of the radio, so you're relying on other people to tell you how you sound. Over.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And your situation is not terrible as far as those plosives, but it would be one of those things that would just be the last 5% of really, that and getting a little more top end, and your audio would just be beautiful, Roger.
Roger on that. Okay. Well, I appreciate your help. I mean, are you? You said this is a Friday afternoon thing. Do you do this every Friday afternoon? Over.
Yes, sir. For the last 6 years, we've been Friday afternoon on this frequency from between 3:30 and 5. So hopefully, God willing, we'll be a few more years. So, and we also are simultaneously recording, and we put this up on YouTube in the next, by tomorrow noontime. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2,500 QSO-VLOG air check recordings, and you can go to YouTube, do a call letter search, KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, and that will take you right to this recording. Roger?
Well, that sounds really good. So you're Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor?
Roger.
Okay, well, I sure appreciate it. This is Kilo Quebec 4 Echo Tango Charlie, and thank you very much, and 73 to you.
Roger, and the name there is Al. Is that a Roger?
Okay, Al. Yeah, this is Philip in Alabama. Like I said, where are you located?
Oh, okay. So it's Philip. I'm sorry. Philip in Alabama. And I'll get all my stuff correct here. We're down towards Louisville, Kentucky, or up towards Louisville, Kentucky. We're actually in Indiana, just across the Ohio River from Louisville. Roger?
Okay, sort of familiar with the area, but I'm really glad you do the service you do, and I appreciate it. I'm going to let you go here, and definitely have a good day to you. And this is Kilo Quebec 4 Echo Tango Charlie.
Roger. Echo Tango Charlie 3 is that way, sir. 73, and have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. This is the Friday afternoon QSO-VLOG Net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.